Hello. So we are on to the next assignment for the day. Um, so you're going to go into your chemistry folder in Schoology, learning the periodic table. And this very last assignment here is called Backgrounds Research. And so it says use the internet to find the properties of the 23 elements that you are learning about. And then there's a hint on here that says that this might be easier if you make a table. So in order to get to this assignment, you have to go to the post that you made before. So I made a post of my previous assignment with my random elements and my random properties. Now this is a Google Doc, and you're submitting a Google Doc to me, so you don't want to be editing what is your assignment. So what we're going to do is we're going to just make a copy of this assignment. And if you click on your own Google Doc, you should be able to do this. And we're going to change the name of this to Step 2. And this is going to be called Background Research of Elements. And click OK, and boom, you have a new document that has all of the same information. I like to keep my tabs simple, so I'm going to close out of that old tab. Now the hint, again, said to make a table. So if you kind of click right here and hit insert, apologize for the whistling in the background. My husband is cooking. And I'm going to add a table that's 4 wide. The reason I'm picking 4 wide is I have 3 properties that I'm going to be comparing, and then I need one for my elements. And since I formatted this before, I'm going to unformat that and just turn that into some number, or have no numbers on it. And I'm going to click and drag this information into my table. And that makes it easier for me to organize my table. Then, again, with my elements, I put numbers in front of them. And, now that I'm working on this part of the project, I don't really like the numbers there, so I'm going to get rid of those. And then same here, I'm going to click and drag my elements up here. Now, there's a good chance this video is going to cut out on me, so I'm going to go to the next thing. So I found that the PubChem periodic table is really helpful. And so I am going to use the PubChem periodic table. And again, I'm going to have you split your screens. You guys know how to do this better than I do and faster than I do. Yep. Takes me a minute, but I want to make sure you guys have the same information as I do. So we're going to split our screen and get our periodic table up. You might have to minimize this screen a little bit to see. So I've got beryllium, and I'm looking up ionization energy, melting point, and atomic mass from PubChem. So if I scroll down, I happen to know beryllium is right here. If I look at beryllium, now my face is in the way, so I'm going to move my face. So beryllium has an ionization energy right here of 9.323, and then it has a unit of EV. I'm going to move my unit up here so that I don't have to type EV every single time. And then I go back over to my beryllium, and it has a melting point of 1560 K. Again, all of my temperatures are going to be in Kelvin. So I'm just going to put the K up at the top. And then my next number is atomic mass. So that's a big one. I'm just going to type in everything. I might only need one or two numbers later, but I want to make sure I have all of the numbers. And that atomic mass, it looks like the unit is called U. All right, so when you make a graph like this, you can just hit the tab button and it will make a new line. So my next element is phosphorus. So I'll bring that up. Go back over to my periodic table, and I happen to know that phosphorus is right here. And the reason that I don't want to, I guess I could highlight these. However, if you look at it, it like highlights it weird. So if that doesn't matter to you, how it looks, you can format this stuff later. It's not a huge deal. The problem is that all of these numbers are linked. So if you kind of hover over it, you can see that it's linked. So you'd have to kind of go through and unlink everything. But for these bigger atomic masses, that's going to be super easy. Oh, and I'm running out of videos, so I have to stop.